Desi.com.au, the ultimate Australian website for all the Bollywood entertainment, news and info. Why look anywhere else when you can find it all at Desi.com.au?
Glamour and lights and all sort of things?
Well, firstly, coming here, it's like I'm already awestruck with all of these people around me because these are people I've looked up to and wanted to work with at some point of time, and it's just very overwhelming at this point of time. But inshallah, let's let the film come and let people enjoy that.
So it's your personal choice to come into the films, or?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Successfully from being a small screen actress to one of the biggest stars in the industry today. What difference do you feel is between the small screen and working in films? And what do you think, how has the role of women changed in the Indian film industry?
I think the way that the role of the Indian film heroine has changed is there for all of us to see. But I will say that there was an in-between phase when we'd probably become inconsequential in the larger scheme of things. Coming from the golden era of Indian cinema, where actresses played pivotal roles, where films revolved around them, to a time when they became mere props. It was a kind of downfall, if I may say so. But thankfully now, as a reflection of the times we live in, women are taking center stage in different spheres of life, and so also in cinema. And I feel very, very fortunate, therefore, to be working in Indian cinema at this time, when we are really leading our lives on our own terms, and therefore the characters are leading very, very interesting lives on screen too. So I've really, I think it's a function of these times that the kind of movies are being made, the kind of roles that I'm getting offered, or all of us as actresses are getting offered. And I think it's very, very exciting. I'm making the most of it. I'm very greedy. About the transition from television to film, I think as an actor, at some level, it really doesn't matter because you're just acting. I could be acting for a video camera, I could be acting for a television camera, I could be acting for the film camera. For me, all of that is the same. But technically, if you see, I think it's the difference between, television is the medium of close-ups. So, and you realize that small is big on television. So that really helped me learn a lot. That laid the ground. I'm not a trained actor, so I think television really helped me hone my skills to quite an extent. Thank you.
Could I just take on from there?
Yes.
Looking at the role of women, do you see as an actor, do you see yourself principally as just an entertainer, or do you think you take on a bigger social responsibility, especially when we look at what's happening in India at the moment? There is such a grassroots movement about violence against women. So do you think there is a place for you to transition further from it?
I think not just as an actor, but as a woman, I think it, especially coming from the background I do, where I was brought up to believe that I was just a human being, an individual, and not a girl versus a boy, or a female versus a male. I do feel a certain sense of responsibility to contribute in whatever way I can to make sure we as women feel safe and secure, primarily. That, I will repeat, I feel as a woman. As an actor, my primary purpose is to act. And I don't want to sound holier than thou and say that, I have a social responsibility beyond. My social responsibility emanates from the fact that I'm a woman first. And yes, as an actor, it gives me a certain reach, which obviously, when I get the opportunity, I leverage, in whatever way I can. But yeah, I hope I've answered what you asked.
Something like Amir Khan has on television, trying to reach out, talking about social things. Do you see yourself doing that in the future sometime?
Not as of now, not yet. Not yet.
Just
Thank
to
you.
interrupt here, we do have a session about the evolution of women in Indian cinema that Simi is going to be hosting on the 7th of May. So if any one of you is interested in following that graph and hearing about it, and also Simi is going to talk about her personal experiences and what she has observed in the industry. So that is going to be a very interesting session. So I invite you all to join there.
I was going to ask the next question, because when you're talking about the evolution of cinema, I think half of those 100 years you have watched it evolve. What are your thoughts about it? Where was the industry? Where is it?
This can't be answered in a sound bite here. But if you really want a full-blooded answer, then you must come on the 7th and hear what I have to say. I am speaking personally, from a very, very personal point of view, the kind of impact it had on me and my sensibilities. So that's what I'm going to be talking about, and I'm going to be very hard-hitting. So please don't expect, fluff and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be very hardcore and very honest, sometimes brutal.
But a similar question about social responsibility for you as an entertainer, actor, and you're also on television as well.
Yes.
You've done the opposite transition, and you're very successful at television as well. So do you see yourself in that space?
Like this question you asked Vidyaji just now, I must clarify one thing. For us actors, we are not self-employed. Somebody has to employ us into a film that carries this message. We can't come to a producer and say, hey, look, I want to give this message. I'm feeling very strongly about violence or rape, what women are treated. So please kindly make a film and I will act in it and I'll do it free. Sure, I would act in it free if I felt that it was very important. But I cannot initiate such a project. So when people ask us, okay, why do you select these films? You select from what's on offer. You cannot create the film. So Vidyaji is understandable when she says, I'm using my leverage as an actor to do whatever I can outside, but within films she can't do it. She will only do out of the 20 scripts, she'll choose the 3 or 4 that she loves, and she would have to do those. So that's we're limited now.
Can I?
Gee, please.
Yes, sorry. I asked one question prior to your presentation. I will ask a question to Mr. Prabhudeva. You are considered to be god of dancing now. Is that right?
You can say that again and again and again and again and again.
My question is, of course, I also heard a lot of film stars were very, very reluctant to act with you when it comes to dance scene. So you are so electrifying. Good. Have you ever thought of sharing your skills, maybe spreading it, your skills throughout the world? If you could, for example, running dance schools in different countries. What about in Mittu's world in Australia to start with?
First of all, good morning to everyone.
That's very fast.
No, actually, in the apart from shooting, to start a dance school, it's very difficult to take the time, and we have to be there. They need us there, practically, physically there. But we are shooting, we can't. It's very difficult to. It's a different world.
Right.
So, but I would love to, but I don't know when it will happen, how it will happen.
your disciples, your students, they can run.
Even, see, my disciples or students are from the film industry only, they are also. So they are also very busy in shooting. So it's very tough, but I want to, but I don't know how to do it.
We are so happy that you are here, sir, and you are going to be there tomorrow at the Bollywood dance competition.
Are you going to perform it all?
No. I'm also happy to be here. First time in Melbourne for me also.
But I must tell you, you were right about people being nervous. I've done a song with him in a Malayalam film. Most people haven't watched it. I'm so grateful. But the only worry I had facing the camera was, oh my God, how can I dance in front of Prabhudeva?
Oh my God.
I swear, because firstly, I'm not a dancer really, and then that's when sometimes you feel like, अच्छा इसी के लिए actor बने थे.
My question to you is, you're going to Cannes.
Yeah.
Would we see, Sari Jagat Vidya there, or have you decided a dress for Cannes?
I think, the way I see myself in a sari even when I'm sleeping. So I think you'll see me in a sari even at Cannes. I don't want to say too much beyond that, because what makes me really happy is the opportunity to be watching films from all over the world, and to be able to interact with the very esteemed jury that we have this year. But beyond that, while I am excited because, I'm going to be at Cannes, the most celebrated festival in the world, I'm not thinking so much of my wardrobe. I'll be very, very honest.
And how has your life changed after that? Do you cook? Do you cook sometimes? Do you travel?
I've
Why
sure.
is marriage equated with cooking also? I take it a bit personally.
I've started cooking more stories than before. No, the marriage has not really changed anything, and I think that's the beautiful part of it. Or maybe it's just too early. I've been married 4 months. But I'm enjoying being married. And
Has it affected your role in films after marriage or not?
no. No, in what way? No, I'm Vidya Balan. I go by Vidya Balan.
When are you going to change it?
I'm not going to change it. If he will be called Siddharth Balan Roy Kapoor, I'm willing to change it to Vidya Balan Roy Kapoor. Thank you.
A very related question.
Right.
I didn't want to ask, but it just came to my mind. You're doing a movie called Shaadi Ke Side Effects.
Yes.
So, are you giving them some tips on
No, actually, I've been telling Siddharth ki, I think the film is going to give me another perspective, because like I said, we've just been married 4 months, but I'm learning a lot from the film. So there are often times that he'll curse himself for the fact that I've done this immediately after we got married.
There's one more question.
Yeah.
Last one from me.
Sorry. Yes, we'll just go with Mr. Nanda and then we'll come to you.
Yeah, okay. I'll just make it small. In the your initial career, I have read on the Wikipedia, no? There was something
Which is never wrong.
I mean, there were initial hiccups in the Malayalam and
Right.
French time. I don't know the detail. And finally, your break was in the Hindi,
Yeah,
which really brought up Vidya Balan.
yeah.
Top and in acting and all those things. So, do you really think it's only Hindi cinema that finally gives you a break?
No, firstly, I made my debut with a Bengali film called Bhalo Theko before Parinita happened. I don't think it's got to do with Hindi or Tamil or... I was fortunate, I think, that I could get that break in a Hindi film, so a national audience saw me in my very first film, a very big break. But besides that, I don't think it's true that your big break has to happen through Hindi cinema or Tamil. Every opportunity is special. For me, my first television serial that I did was a big opportunity because I had no film background at all. I knew no one from the film industry. So that first opportunity was also very special. I think every opportunity has been special to me. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sorry.